So, about a week ago, we hit 300 subscribers, which, thank you for that. I do appreciate the recent support on my videos lately. So, one brainstorming stuff for a supposed 300 subscriber special, that got me remembering that about 250 subscribers ago, yeah, right here, I did a setup tour. And ever since then, my setup has completely changed. I mean, I am in a completely different room from the setup tour video. So I felt like for 300 subscribers, I should do another setup tour of my completely different setup. And not only is it going to be a setup tour, it's also going to be a room tour. So, you also get my room that will be toured today. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so we are going to start off with the main desk area setup thing, where pretty much all of the YouTube stuff happens. And we are going to start it off with the computer, which is actually a laptop. It's got a 1050 Ti mobile with 4 gigabytes of GDDR5 video card RAM, a quad-core Intel Core i5 8300H with a base clock of 2.5 gigahertz. I'm not sure what the turbo clock is on this thing. 8 gigabytes of DDR4 memory at 2666 megahertz, and a 256 gigabyte SATA SSD. And it's also got a 1080p 60 hertz IPS panel. I got this back in early 2019, and it's actually been a very good computer through all of these times for all my needs, basically. It plays a lot of the games that I play, well, as any gaming laptop should. So, yeah, that's basically it for the laptop. There's also this DVD drive right here that I just have hooked up, and I barely use it at all. But this is actually where I put my phone when I'm not using it. Basically, I am using it. I'm using it to record this video, so, yeah. Alright, to the right of that is going to be the keyboard. This is the Razer Cynosa Chroma with membrane key switches. Yeah, they suck. They're absolutely stupid and bad and dumb. Well, you see, they actually aren't. They're actually some of the highest quality rubber domes I've ever used in a keyboard. And in some ways, I actually kind of prefer them to mechanical key switches. I kind of like the squishy bottom out they have. And I also like the, there's a lot of tactility in, rubber domes. Rubber domes have a lot of tactility, and I actually really like that, to be honest. And I honestly don't mind having to bottom out keys to activate them. And it's also got some very nice per key RGB with Razer Synapse. So, yeah, this is a good keyboard. I also have this wrist rest I bought separately. Doesn't have any magnets or anything, so it just kind of sits here. So yeah, that's basically it for the keyboard. Now we're gonna move on to the mouse, which is the Razer Deathadder Elite. It has a 16,000 DPI sensor, and what really sells it for me is just the ergonomics. The ergonomics on this mouse are a lot better than any other mouse I've ever used in my life. It's very, very comfortable to hold. Plus, it also has RGB, so yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, it's a really good gaming mouse. Also, here is the Mousepad. It's just some random wrist support mousepad that I bought off of Amazon. It's by TechNet, whoever those guys are. And I mean, it does a job. It does the job. It's a wrist support mousepad, so I don't get arthritis. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the mouse. Now we're going to move on to the monitor. This is the, Alright, so this is the Acer SB2200Q monitor. So this is a 1080p, 75Hz IPS monitor. I mean, it's a good monitor, It's got, good viewing angles and good colors. Along with this panel right here, which is my laptop screen. It also has good viewing angles and colors. And it's got 75 Hz instead of the standard 60. So yeah, this is just it's a good monitor. Alright, next up is going to be the webcam. This is the Logitech C920. And I mean, it's a webcam. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it here. Hello, how's it going? So yeah, this is just a webcam, what makes this one particularly special, this is the one with the funny mic. Unfortunately, I haven't used it in any of my videos yet, but hopefully sometime in the future I'll be able to take advantage of the funny mic in this. Actually, I'm gonna take advantage of it right now and just demonstrate it to you in this video.
So I'm here with the funny mic right now, and you can hear how glorious and funny the mic is. Yeah, funny mic, yeah.
And finally, for the main setup is the microphone, which is on this little stand. There we go. Alright, so this is the Fifine or Fifine microphone. I'm not sure how you say it. I mean, there's not a lot to say, to be honest. I mean, you've all heard it in my in pretty much all my videos. And yeah, that's really all I can say for this. And finally, for the main computer setup is my headphones right here. These are the Xiberia V20. Oh, I forgot the name again. I always research stuff before I do anything. Alright, yeah, it's the Xiberia V20 or Xiberia, I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna say Xiberia V20. And it's a little gaming headset, so there's that. Now this thing is actually falling apart a little bit. These things on each edge, like these things, were like coming apart, so we had to like super glue them together. But I mean, it still works, you know? Plus they are actually, these earmuffs are really cushiony. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at the thickness of these earmuffs. So yeah, there's my headphones. Alright, so now with the main computer setup done, let's go over some accessories and consoles. So first we're going to start off with the consoles. First off, I have this fat Xbox 360, which is absolutely the worst thing ever because the disk drive just doesn't work. Well, it sometimes works, but it's very rare that it works at all. Next up is Wii U. I've actually had this since freaking I think like I'm gonna say like the 3rd or 4th grade I got this. And to the right of that is a Super Nintendo loaded with Super Mario All-Stars Super Mario World. And to the right of that is my Sega Genesis loaded with Shadow Dancer. And then to the right of that is my Nintendo Switch. And to the right of my laptop is the Divoom Time Box. I just use this as like a little fancy alarm clock and also a Bluetooth speaker for my phone. And to the right of my monitor is some stuff. Got some bars of deodorant because hygiene is good. I have some air freshener here and also some vitamin gummies because my diet is absolutely horrible. So I have to eat these to help balance it out and help me not die of heart disease. And then going above my monitor is this lamp right here. Now this is actually lighting for my webcam. So you see I just turn it on and the light just reflects off the wall and straight onto me. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that here. So yeah, here's what I look like with the lighting. So yeah, we're gonna shut that off right now. Alright, so now with my main desk area pretty much completely covered, let's go to other aspects of my room, starting with this. We got a bunch of shit on a drawer. First of all, we're gonna go over this little cooler right here. It's called the Arctic Air. And I have this because this room actually doesn't have like a ceiling fan. So I have to use this to keep me cool. You know, it actually does a pretty good job of keeping me cool. So that's cool. Alright, moving on from that, we have some more random shit. Some nasal spray, a Pac-Man mini arcade, and some tape and scissors. And then moving down from that, we have some SNES cartridges, which I obviously use on my SNES over there. And also a collection of Genesis cartridges, including a Game Genie, which I also use on my Genesis right there. To the right of the Game Genie, we have an NES Classic. To the right of the NES Classic, we have a bunch of Mario stuff, some Happy Meals toys, 25th anniversary Mario amiibo, and this 8-bit Mario thing. And to the right of the 8-bit Mario thing, I have a Game Boy Advance SP with a couple games stacked on top. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the drawer stuff. So to the right of that is a bunch of shit next to my closet. There's a Minecraft pickaxe sword thing, a case of like DVDs and stuff, a tube full of like wires and stuff, some headphones, a GameCube controller, a dog plush, a baseball bats, and inside the closets, just not really anything of it, just clothes and stuff. Alright, with the bunch of shit aside, we have my bed. It's a bed, and I never make it at all because I'm just really lazy. Underneath my bed, there's like a couple Guitar Hero guitars, and also a 360 controller. And also, I usually keep my my controllers for my systems under here. Here's the Genesis 6-button controller that I use with the Genesis, and this is a Super Famicom controller I use with the Super Nintendo. And to the right of my bed, we have some more shits. This is a little fight pad for the Xbox 360. This is the PDP Versus, and it actually uses micro switches for all of its buttons, including the D-pad. You know, this is actually a pretty neat little fight pad. Next up, we have a Wii remote with Wii Motion Plus inside. And then we have Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons inside a rechargeable grip. You can see it's plugged in right here. Then we have the remotes to the TV, which we'll be going over shortly. And also a candle holder with a bunch of shit inside. And finally, let's move to the TV. So this TV was actually one of the biggest reasons I wanted to move into this room, because it's got a wall mount, so it looks cool. And this is actually where all my my consoles are hooked up. HDMI 1 is actually the output for my my capture card. I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is the capture card. It's the Elgato HD60. So yeah, that's my capture card, and that is what is directly outputting to HDMI 1. I got this little splitter hooked up to it, so I can switch through all my stuff. And then HDMI 2 is just for stuff that is not being run through my capture card, which for right now is my Switch, which is outputting directly to the TV. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for my room right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed me, you know, going over my room. If you did, then go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see some quality content on this channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, follow my Twitter for Twitter things. And subscribe to my second channel, Gen 2 Electric Boogaloo, for no reason at all. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all for 300 subscribers once again. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.